C-spine immobilization. Most people assume that forces to the head, neck, and back cause cervical spine injuries, yet injuries to the chest, pelvis, and legs may also lead to injuries of the spine. Injuries to the spine include fractured or displaced spinal bones, or swelling that presses on the nerves. If a patient has numbness, loss of feeling, or paralysis in the legs, with no reported problems in the arms, the injury is probably below the neck. If numbness, loss of feeling, or paralysis involves both arms and legs, the injury is probably in the neck. Treat the patient as if spinal injuries have occurred. Remember to make sure the patient's airway is open and assist with ventilations if necessary. Control any serious bleeding. Only attempt to splint fractures or move the patient when necessary to control bleeding. Only move the patient to assist with CPR or to protect yourself and the patient from dangers at the scene. To apply a C-spine immobilization collar, CSIC, draw an imaginary line across the top of the shoulders and bottom of the chin. Use your fingers to measure the distance from shoulder to chin. The distance between the sizing post, black fastener, and lower edge of the plastic should match the number of stacked fingers measured from the patient's neck. After adjusting the size, slide the CSIC up the chest wall. The chin must cover the central fastener in the chin piece. Bring the collar around the neck and secure the collar. Recheck the position of the patient's head collar for proper alignment. With the collar alone in place, there can still be some movement of the lower cervical region. Maintain the patient's head in a neutral position. Place the board parallel to the patient. Have two rescuers kneel at the patient's side. A third EMT stabilizes the head, while the others reach across the patient to position their hands properly. The EMTB at the head directs the others to roll the patient as a unit. Roll the patient as a unit onto the board. Secure the patient to the board, torso first, then legs above and below the knee. Pad and immobilize the patient's head. Reassess the patient's distal pulse, motor function, and sensation, PMS.